Welcome, gathered friends, and thank you for joining us once again as we light the lantern and begin another adventure. Tonight, we will be playing It Waits for No One, a modern fantasy tale, our cipher system game. My name is Archangelic, or Mal, and my pronouns are she, her, and tonight I will be your disaster tour guide. Let's go ahead and introduce our players. I did not open the sheet. I don't know who's in order, so I believe it's Abalasha first.
The alphabet strikes again. Hi everyone, I'm Abhilasha Percival, pronouns he and she, and I'm playing Anjum Argent Khan, pronoun she, her, who is currently trying to create plans. She's on the plan, she is on the creating plan side, but so let's see how that goes with this motley crew.
Excellent. Liz.
Hey, I'm Liz, pronoun she, her. I will be playing Claudio Juarez, your vaguely frustrated dwarf, who somehow, some way, is the only one who knows how to fight in this group and is deeply concerned by that.
I can fight. It's just that, a pointy sword usually works.
You weren't in a piece of armor. We have other concerns about you.
Nico.
It's fine.
Sorry. I'm Nico, pronouns they, them, and I am playing Leihoku Ahuna, pronouns she, her. If you watched our first session, you know that I am not an organized person, and neither is she. So making plans is not her strong suit. So I'm taking a back seat on this one and helping where I can.
Excellent. Jaden.
Hey friends, my name is Soliloquy Jaden. I use they them pronouns. You can find me most places online as FatSapphicBro. I'll be playing Damian Alma, they he pronouns, who is a ghost bud tender who doesn't do much. I died in the first episode before we did anything. So I'm supposed to figure that out as a character while also being attacked by things. It's interesting. I was supposed to go to work. Now I'm on a weird quest. But anyways, welcome back to our space here at Lantern Light Adventures. This is home to all of our TTRPG and related content on Twitch. All of our games are also uploaded to our Lantern Light Adventures YouTube channel. There's a link to our link tree in the chat right now. You can click on that. It'll take you to all of our various social media pages so you can follow us everywhere we are. If you want to keep up to date on everything we're doing, feel free to also join our Discord, which is linked in the chat. Thanks for joining us for It Waits for No One, a modern fantasy tale. This is our cipher system actual play. We built the world collaboratively using, I'm sorry, did you say street magic? That session will be uploaded soon as a Patreon exclusive. As for where you can find us the rest of the week, most Tuesdays from 6 to 9 p.m. Pacific, we stream An Empty Dream, our Girl by Moonlight actual play. Most Sundays from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. PST, we stream Era of the Dragons, our D&D 5e actual play set in Mal's homebrew world. We also record an audiocast after show for each of our games where we go over any necessary advancement steps and debrief from the game. You can listen to these for free on Patreon at patreon.com/Lantern Light Adventures. All of these after shows will always be free, but we appreciate any contributions and support as it helps us continue to bring you awesome queer content. Speaking of Patreon, if you were not a paid patron, now's the time to sign up. Lowest tier starts at $1 and it'll unlock all of our Patreon exclusive content, including the world building session for tonight's game. Just as a reminder, each month we take the last 7 days of the month off so that we can edit and prepare more content for y'all, as well as have a bit of a break to handle our day-to-day responsibilities, so we won't be streaming next week. If you would like to play a TTRPG GM'd by Mal, she will be jamming a one-shot session of Mothership on startplaying.games as a part of Mothership Month. If you want to sign up, you can go to our link tree, click on the link called Mal's Start Playing referral code. This will get you a $10 credit, and then you can come back to our link tree, click the link called In a Blue Moon, a Mothership one-shot with Mal to sign up. Aggressive sliding scales available, so if money's a problem at all, please, please, please reach out to Mal. She will work with you. This is going to be a sci-fi horror themed game. Think Aliens, Event Horizon, that kind of vibe. So if that's your jam, sign up. If you have any questions, feel free to DM us on any of the social media platforms and I will help you get set up. And finally, in support of a free Palestine, we will be sharing the GoFundMe's for various families. The first family we are trying to help is the Masood family. Dahlia and her husband Rami and their 4 children are in great need. Dahlia and Rami worked as pharmacists but have since lost their home and pharmacy. Their goal is currently set at 50,000 euros, and they have raised 38,938 euros as of this afternoon. Any help and support you can offer would be amazing. Their GoFundMe is linked in the chat and on our link tree. Thanks so much, friends.
Thank you so much for those announcements. So last we left off our heroes after talking to a kobold child about a prophecy. The prophecy you were tasked to investigate. You were beset by shadows and an animated suit of armor that crawled from the sewers. You managed to run over the suit of armor, not before getting hit several times with its sword. And upon investigating, saw that there were signs that this was sent by by the House of Scatterwind, the leader of whom is Suzerain Kieran Scatterwind. After gathering yourself from that little skirmish, you went to a restaurant bar to figure out your next steps, and that is where we find our heroes. What is actually more interestingly, right before we left off, Damian, there is this like half orc man sitting at a table next to you who says, "Stop thinking so loud." He's like dressed in like kind of old timey, like a 3-piece suit. His hat is on the table, dirty, but he is also kind of translucent.
Is he talking like in my head or like out loud?
It's like he's talking out loud. Your companions don't seem to notice, but you do.
Okay, so I think we left off with me going, "Are you talking to me?"
He says, "Yeah, you're the one. Oh, it's really loud when you do that."
I'm sorry. What do I need to do differently?
I don't know. Be less annoying. Oh, you're new.
To the being dead thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, very new. Like couple hours, I think. At most.
The youths never understand the rules. Look, it's impolite to push your ghostly presence around the presence of other ghosts.
I don't even know how I was doing that. So I'm not sure how to stop. I
It's
need
fine.
to not think. That's not hard.
Well, I guess I don't have to say it then. Look, if you're going to reach out into the psychic realm, at least tell nearby ghosts first, okay? Give us a chance to like prepare for it.
Oh, like the thing I did with my friends? Are they my friends?
The thing is,
it's very fresh.
Damian is talking out loud. You all hear Damian talking to an empty table. And
Okay. Are you good? Damian?
Oh yeah, I'm just talking to another ghost.
And we can't see the other ghost.
He said I was thinking too loud. I don't know what that means.
I've been told that many times. Usually it's because I'm saying it out loud. But how else would you voice out the things in your head that, well, how do I put this? Never mind the whole thing.
And gonna make a note. Ghosts can see other ghosts, but sometimes we can't see ghosts.
Why can't my friends see you? Now it just
Look,
looks like I'm talking to no one.
look, you stick around long enough, you'll figure out how to make yourself invisible to them. It comes in handy a lot.
Okay, I'm gonna file that under my list of death perks. Cool.
And if you stay invisible enough, they can't tax you.
You know, that's the advice I'm not gonna get at the office.
No, they ain't going to tell you that. They're going to tell you to be a good little citizen and pay your taxes. But what authority do they have over the dead? We died. It should be done.
I do think it's a little unfair to have to pay taxes after I died and rent. What about groceries? Do we have to eat?
No, you
Darling, where are you
don't.
going to put it?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Taxes wise, I mean, I know that there happens to be a rebate for ghosts since, you know, you do require less than a corporeal being. If you would like tips on tax evasion, my family has a few tried and tested methods.
Good to know.
Claudio is vigorously texting as the ex felon. He's like, I can't be sitting here. I can't be sitting next to these people talking about tax evasion. I gotta go.
Poor Claudio.
I gotta get out of here. He's like texting his uncle, like, I swear, I'm trying to come back. Some lady at the castle told me I have a goddamn quest. I don't want to go on a quest.
Poor Claudio is just
Claudio.
trying to keep his head down. Like,
Oh, Claudio, are you taking notes on? Do you have a plan? Is that the notes you're taking right now? I really would like. I think we should all get back to discussing the plan of some sort. And Claudio,
Oh,
if you have
yeah.
something, I think it would be best if we, open it to the table.
All I
Just-
got right now is a migraine, okay?
Claudio, you always have a migraine.
I
was expecting better off of you. Come on. I brought you to this nice place. I told you about the organization. I told you about me. I thought we were friends. Come on. Come on. Think of something.
Silver. Okay. So, we all agreed we're going down the tree first, right? That was the first goal.
Yes. I think
Okay.
we're all in agreement of that.
The kid was down there for like 4 days. So we are probably going to need food. We are probably going to need some sort of supplies. And while I look over at Leihoku, I'm like, well, some of us will probably be okay in the water. The rest won't, actually. And I look over at Anjum. Only you and I are probably going to drown. So we should probably figure something out about that, too.
I think we can buy some scuba gear for the two of us, most likely, or some kind of breathing apparatus. They shouldn't be too expensive. Let's see. We've got a few. I don't think Damian's going to have an issue breathing. Again,
Yeah.
one of the things you should absolutely mention on your taxes, Damian, next time they come around, mention the fact that you don't breathe, you don't need groceries. You actually get a pretty good rebate out of it. Do not.
Damn!
Darling, I'm rich. What part of my great grandfather did this?
I'm gone. That's all I'm asking.
if I recall, Mr. Ex-felon, if you don't know how to say, please get my lawyer, or if you do not know how to exercise the concept of plausible deniability by now, I am concerned about what you learned behind bars, which does not seem to be a lot.
I'm well aware of plausible deniability, which means my ass should get up and leave right now, so I'm not here for this conversation. However, Leihoku has something to say, so we can stop arguing.
Yes, my apologies. Please go ahead.
If Damian doesn't think about swimming, is he going to sink?
I guess we'll find out.
You know what's great about this? Every single new experience is new again. It's like being a baby, but no one's taking care of you.
Like being a baby, but you actually get to remember the horror.
Yeah. But you also get to make all your own decisions and pick things yourself. So, perks.
Upsides, downsides.
Yeah. I'm going to look back over at that ghost. Can I get your number in case I have questions?
Phones are how they track you.
You're one of those. Well, thanks. There's not like some weird ghost network thing, is there?
Yeah, there's support groups.
Okay. I'll just go to the office. It's fine.
Don't believe their lies.
Okay. I mean, I don't believe most of what they tell me already, so it's you know, I'm only a couple steps away from you, bro. I got you. I understand. You're just a little further off than I am. Mostly because I can't live without a phone. Anyway, sorry, I'm going to go back to my friends and the weird thing we're doing.
Youths. When I was 12, I was working in the factories.
That's horrifying. Do you think that that's a good thing?
Builds character.
I'm gonna go back to my friends now. Bye. That guy's really weird, guys.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, back to
So,
the plan.
are we splitting up and getting supplies and then meeting at the tree?
Yes, I think that sounds logical. Yeah.
Is splitting up the best idea when they can seemingly crawl out of the sewers?
I'm certain it will be fine. Why would it not be?
Oh, wait, 3 of us live in the same building.
Yeah, we do. That's true, too.
And whoever is, and if they come after whoever's with me, my car, I have multiple cars.
You gonna run over some lunch?
Keep running over people.
Yes.
It'll be all right. Good time.
The camera cuts over to the car that has like a big dent in the front, a license plate hanging off by one screw. Like it's...
I have other cars. I'm rich. Again, Bruce Wayne.
I love that that's the answer to everything. I'm rich. Too real.
Really, somehow that should have been one of your abilities. It's just I'm rich.
I'm
like
rich.
Literally, that should be the thing. I'm rich should be a thing, should be a power. Just like, oh yeah, I'm rich, it's fine. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, all right. So so I can go, me and Claudio, if you would like to if you are not too busy or too scared, would you like to accompany me so we can go get fitted for scuba gear? I do need your measurements.
Do I need scuba gear? Do I even breathe?
Hold your
No,
breath.
darling, not you, darling. This is for the corporeal
For the
ones, for
friends.
me and
Right.
Claudio.
Sure, sure. Yeah, I have no problem going with you then.
Oh, okay. Claudio, are you coming with us?
I was gonna go home and get some things for being underground, but I can. You don't need
Okay.
measurements for scuba gear. It's a tube and a tank and a mouthpiece.
Oh, well, that's a
Plus,
shame. I was thinking I would get one of those like fancy.
there
Like
I
there
don't
is
have. There's nothing time for. There's no time for fancy, is there?
no. The more expensive, the less nice looking it gets. You ever seen a dry suit? You look like a marshmallow. You are a warm marshmallow, but you are a marshmallow.
Very well, very well. I
And
haven't.
honestly, I'm hoping they have some kind of magic imbued just mouthpiece just so we can breathe without having a tank and a this and a that.
We could do a detour at some at the magical shop at like, if they have some kind of temporary item that could help us grow gills.
I mean, I guess.
Claudio, I need you to tell me, when you say things, do you hear the things that come out of your mouth, or do you just say ideas and then when someone builds on the idea, you realize it's a bad idea? Because
I
that is
just
a
don't want
very
gills.
How else do you think your idea would have worked?
I didn't say anything about gills. I said a magical mouthpiece instead of having the tubes and shit.
Yes, but gills would be more efficient.
Gills
My
aren't so
hair would
bad.
get in them. I see. You look great. I got a beard and then the gills, and it's just. I don't know if you can
They're
cough
temporary,
underwater.
and I'm not taking a picture of you.
Yeah,
Also,
but
maybe
it's
they're
awkward.
somewhere else on your body.
All right, you know what? We got to move. We're wasting time. We're wasting time, and I've already missed a shift, and my uncle is going to hamstring me.
I will. If it will help, I can call your uncle and I will pay you the hours you have missed at work. Is that fine? Is that
And
sufficient enough?
that's probably not the issue, but thank you. I appreciate the offer.
I have been asking you constantly if you need a job, and then you keep saying that you have one, and then you keep complaining. If you just came and worked for the organization full time, we would not be here. But okay, I guess.
Because I would have thrown myself off a building. Can we go?
Drama, just too dramatic. You're too dramatic sometimes.
Let's go.
All right.
To clarify, GM, I'm going to try to hold my breath because I don't actually know if I have to breathe or not.
You hold your breath and you find yourself like, you're like, wait, the air wasn't moving. As you like shift into manual breathing, you you notice that air wasn't moving in and out of your mouth like as you were breathing, but you were like, it's like your ghostly form was doing the things that like your human body was used to. And you're like, wait a second, it's just your body, like it's like this ghostly form remembers being in a body. And it's just doing those things. But those things, you hold your breath and then you realize none of the other physiological responses start happening as you're holding your breath.
But I can still toke and I still get a feeling from it.
You
The important questions.
I'm gonna say you do. That there's maybe a touch of magic going on here, but
Fantastic. I'll just make my mental notes.
yeah. So where are you all headed?
I'm headed to get the scuba gear. I'm also going to go and exchange my sword for a medium weapon. So now what would work underground better? Can I have a gun? Like a flintlock of some sort.
I mean, you could maybe find someone who has one. They are not common though. They're not very much commonplace. This is
okay.
Guns are most like firearms are usually in the form of like larger cannons or like military equipment. Handheld guns are very rare. There might be someone who has one from, you know, an old conflict, but there's not like an industry making them or anything like that.
Okay, so I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna get myself a glaive, like a retractable glaive, which is just which is a longer, pointier, like it's like a mini trident kind of situation. So I'm just gonna go get myself a retractable glaive that I can put into my all of my weapons are retractable and can fit in my cane. That's just a given because I'm fancy like that.
Absolutely. Do you have a person who does your bespoke weaponry?
Yeah, I think I do. This is I think the retractableness of all of my weapons are made of silver and steel and come and usually just kind of turn up at in my house in smelling of hellfire a little bit.
Okay.
They're gifts from my mother. They're gifts from mommy.
Yeah, you know how to like, I feel like this is a moment where like you take out a piece of paper and write some sort of hellish inscription. The piece of paper burns up and that's your like purchase order. Like
they're like, hi mom, nice to can I have this? These are the specification. Love, Anjum. And it burns up. I get it back with a and sometimes when I get a like a really cool weapon back, I get one of those passive aggressive little notes saying call your mother more often.
Absolutely. Yeah. Especially this weapon, you're like, you want something that's like multi-pronged and folds in on itself into your cane. And you're like, you really need to come visit sometime, you know?
Like buy everything. I think we need to get a date down at some point. You need to come down to hell. You need to come see your other mom's side of the house. Everyone wants to meet you. Like I get a slightly longer note, a letter. I get an actual letter with the weapon this time. With just like, you know, we need to get down a date. We need to figure some things out. And it's always ends in the most like formal way possible. Like I always send my full name, yours sincerely, Anjum Argent Khan. I get the letter back from my mother, Queen of the Augury, Mistress of all things silver and cursed, in dash your mother. It always ends very formally.
Absolutely.
It's like the very Hamilton Burr, like how those letters always ended in that way.
Absolutely. Yeah. And like the like letter opens up and like it scrolls before the package will open. Like it's like enchanted to where you have to sit through this letter before you get the thing you asked for.
Yep. Anjum keeps every single letter.
Oh.
She goes to get her weapon, kind of just reads one of the latest notes her mom sent her, just as a, you know, hope you're eating well. I know hope the like recommendations I sent about recipes were good. the biryani. I hope my the biryani. I know the biryani was good. Tell me how my recommendations for the biryani went. So yeah, I just kind of read the note a little bit, smile, and just go out to start getting some scuba gear and leave a text message to my friend saying, "Hey yo, we are going to go underground for a bit, like literally underground. Keep a lookout if there's any status updates on the wizard stronghold on the mansions. If there's any new update on the old man, if he starts to croak or something."
All right. Yeah. Message received. All right. What are the rest of you up to?
Okay, cool. I'll go first. So yeah, we all get back to the building and we're all I'm in the basement, someone's on floor 50, someone's on floor 100, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. Okay. So yeah, I'll see y'all in a bit and I head down. First place I'm gonna stop is I'm gonna knock on an office door and see if ZZ is in.
All
And
right.
I don't know if you have how good
Yes,
your
I
memory
do.
is, but okay. So I'm gonna knock and see if ZZ's in. Z's, you there?
Yeah. Hold on one second. From behind a stack of just folders on a desk, this a woman's face appears, kind of a stony texture to the skin, grays and browns, long brown hair. See the ponytail she had it in has kind of fallen out over as she's worked through the day. She's in her 40s, but honestly, she's made of stone. It's not, it's hard to tell her age. She says, "Are you in trouble?"
I don't know.
Well,
I
it's
mean,
good to see you.
yeah, I was coming to say hi anyway and fill you in on the absolute nonsense that has occurred this morning. I'm sure you've heard my uncle running around, stomping around, because I ran out on another shift. I didn't run out on another shift. I got a summons from the castle.
Yeah, he actually did tell me that. He was upset that you hadn't contacted him, but he said something about a summons, and I told him I would look into it. I'm glad you came by instead of me having to track you down.
No, of course I was gonna come by and let you know, because honestly, I'm pretty sure they got the wrong fucker off for it because they think I'm some hero or some shit. So apparently, and I kind of just give her a real quick rundown. Some prince is gonna rise. There's gonna be some battle. We gotta fight him, stop him. I don't know. You remember the little kobold who got lost? They sent us over there to talk to them. Saw Jezrien. That was nice. I did promise the kobold kids that they could use the hall for a trebuchet tournament, so we're gonna have to set that up. They did real good though, because then we got attacked by shadow monsters in an armor, which was the armor was put together by the Ouroboros, the Chimera Ouroboros, the Scatterwind. So that thing came out and tried to eat us. I had to throw my damn contact in the not contact. I'm not doing anything. I had to throw Anjum in her damn car because she's out here trying to fight things. Also, she's made of silver. Did you know that? Because that was a fucking surprise to me. And then, did you know there's a secret club in one of the trains out in the train yard?
Yeah, I've heard about
Secret.
it.
Yeah.
Let's back up one second. How does a legendary royal house of assassins involved in you doing your job?
I wish I knew. It has been a wild 3 hours.
Who are you? Are you?
I on everything. I have not been up to anything. I have been going with the Anjum lady. I've been with her. She's a lot.
She's trouble is what she is. When you get too loud, your mic starts cutting out.
Sorry.
It's okay.
It wasn't my choice. That's what they set me up with.
Okay. Can I see the summons?
And
Just in case a
well,
cop comes sniffing around,
yep.
or God forbid, your parole officer.
I'm pretty sure they got the wrong guy. Now we got to go under the big tree and talk to some something that's down there and find a freaking a seed from the deepest tree. Like, what the shit?
Are you on a quest?
Yeah. They
Who the
gave me
hell?
a quest.
Who the hell goes on quests?
Apparently my dumbass.
Let me see the summons. Yeah, she'll take it. She goes to a cabinet and pulls out a jar, uncorks the bottle, and it has this like silvery shimmery liquid in it. She dips a pen in it and makes a small mark on the corner. The ink doesn't go on the page, but it seems to like activate a layer of magic in it, and a magical watermark appears, and she says, well, that's about as genuine as you get. Okay. Well, that's the highest authority, right? That's a royal summons. They don't really get things wrong, and when they do, it's kind of hard to tell them no.
So yeah, I got attacked by armor today. I got hit in the head like 3 times. Anjum is made of silver, just so you know. I don't know what that means, but she's made of silver. And the cute witch from upstairs is also part of our group. So I'm fucked like 4 ways to Sunday.
Okay, well, I have your back, and this is the real deal. That it's not wrong. All I can basically, if anyone asks, show that to them. That's the real deal. It shows who you're working with, and while you're here, you should talk to your uncle.
Yeah, I know.
Let him know you're probably going to miss some shifts because he'll be fine. He's going to be mad, but he'll be fine.
He's always mad. That's his default setting.
He's just a grumpy sweetheart. Just
sweetheart. Maybe to everybody else, he can't stand me.
She says, he loves you. Okay, come on. Like,
that doesn't mean he likes me at all. All right, look, I got enough going on without emotions right now. So, I wanted to give you the heads up. Also, we should probably put together some kind of ballista siege engine tournament because I think the kids would like it. We got plenty of space down in the old mine. We can set up teams when I get back. They'll have a blast. I'm gonna go get some. I'm gonna go get some dynamite because I feel like we're gonna freaking need it. And see if there's any if we got anything in the stores that'll help with breathing freaking bad poison gases or shit. We're gonna be underground. You know what kind of nonsense gets up there.
Yeah.
Down there.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, that's gonna be completely on your what your uncle has.
Yep.
You're gonna have to sign that out with him. But yeah, I think they have hazmat gear. Should have dynamite. Really?
I'd rather be. I don't think any of these people can fight, and I don't think any of them. I will say the cute witch does have some healing, which is immensely helpful. Like I hit in the head a lot, but I don't know if anybody's got anything that is in any way combative. So I'm just hedging my bets.
I mean, we got like pickaxes and stuff. Do you?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna grab a hammer because that's what I'm most
Okay.
comfortable with, and that's where all my damn calluses are. But it's the mines. We've got dynamite. Like nobody's gonna mind if I take a couple sticks.
Yeah, they
I mean, I'm
are.
sure somebody's gonna mind, but I'm gonna take a couple sticks.
Okay, don't just look. Your uncle has. Everyone has done a lot to make sure that you can stay here, that you can work here. Don't abuse that trust, okay?
I know. I'm not trying to. If I'm trying to keep two people alive and one person from being discorporated, or I don't know what happens to ghosts, but two people alive and one person in this realm, then I, I I'm the only one who knows how to fight. Like even a little is what it seems like. And if I get surrounded by 18 people, it's a lot easier. I'm not trying to take, a whole truckload, a stick or two.
All right. Yeah. That is yeah. Talk to your uncle. See if he just let him know you're doing it at least, okay?
Oh yeah. No, I have no intention on being sneaky about this. If for no other reason than apparently the freaking crown thinks I'm supposed to be doing it, so.
They really think they got the right person, huh?
They really do, and I don't know how they think that.
Well, I'm glad you're not in trouble. I'm glad you didn't make me have to do paperwork.
No paperwork this time. I'm gonna do my damnedest to keep it that way. All right, let me go talk to my uncle. I love you. I will see you hopefully not too long. I don't want to do this. I just want normal for a little while, please.
Hey, look, if you make good with the crown though, that's how you get pardons, okay?
Yeah, I know. All right, let me go talk to Unc and get moving. And I'll go grab a couple of like clean t-shirts, spare pair of boots. I will take an actual fighting knife, throw that in the bag, pull it back out the bag, actually put it on properly, and I will grab my my hammer.
All right.
Hook that on my belt, and I will give my uncle the rundown. We don't got to play through all that if we don't want to. I will give him the rundown. I will see if he can part with anything that would help with, poisonous gas underground and or a couple sticks of something that blows. It's got to be full team dynamite, like something.
You go to him and he says, look, I got some old stock. Probably gonna have to dispose of it soon anyway. So stuff doesn't last forever, but I can maybe spare a couple sticks.
Thank you. I don't want to take too much. Honestly, I hope I don't have to use it. It's the crown thinks I'm supposed to be doing this. This is wild. We got attacked by a suit of armor. Whole day's wrong. Scuffed
Suit
my
of
damn boots.
armor? They didn't just come fight you themselves?
No. Nah, no balls.
No balls at all. Look, man, that's honestly insulting. Like they didn't come find you themselves. They got trouble with you, and like people these days.
Right? Like, come fight me. I'm right here. Not right now. I don't want anybody else getting hurt. But like once I'm upstairs, it's fine. It's not fine. I still don't want to fight, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I'll be back as soon as I can. I'm
Look.
sorry about missing the shifts.
Don't worry about the shifts.
It sucks.
Look, some of the other guys can take your hours. It's fine. They're all clamoring for overtime anyway.
True. All right. Yeah, I'll give him the shoulder half hug.
Mm-hmm.
Stop back in my room, pop open one of my drawers. It's full of just little trinkets and stones. Nothing, there's no gold or rubies or anything in here. But there is one faceted and one unfaceted. It looks like moonstone. It has that same kind of like pearlescent shimmer and starburst, but it's a blue-green color. And he grabs those and pockets them. Starts heading up to, I guess, the entry hall where they're planning to meet back up after everybody got their stuff.
Okay. All right, Damian, what are you up to?
So, Anjum and I were gonna go get stuff. Is that something that we're playing out, or did we just want to have gotten it?
Oh, if you're going with Anjum, I'll come back to that then.
That's fine.
Cool.
I
Leihoku.
think that if I would want to stop at my house though, if possible.
Yes.
And I know that I can't really, well, I can kind of wear clothes if I think really hard about it. So I'm gonna grab some pants, and in case of emergency, and if I can really think about it, I'm gonna put it in a bag. I'm not gonna try and do it now. I feel like we're just gonna have to see if I can think about wearing pants. And I want to grab like a can of like aerosol hairspray out of my bathroom, throw that in my bag. And then just kind of make sure I've got, the amount of meds I need for the day.
All right.
And then I'll go back and meet with Anjun so we can do that later.
Your cat is watching you this and says, "You gonna have a hair emergency while you're out?"
Emergency flamethrower?
That's not what I was expecting. That's cool as hell.
I might have to fight, and I don't have weapons. But I always have a lighter and hairspray.
Fights are easy. You just hiss really loud, you scratch at him a few times, and then you run away.
I don't have good scratching nails, and hissing doesn't work for whatever the heck I'm supposed to be fighting.
That sounds like a personal problem, and like stretches him.
You're lucky you're cute.
Rubs up against your leg and purrs.
Uh-huh. Yeah, be nice. Remember who feeds you.
You don't always feed me.
Well, I mean, sometimes you get fed by other people, but I'm still the one that provides the food. For the most part. But the burglar bat, I'm going to run to my room, and there's a bat with a sock on it. I'm going to take that with me. I got a bat.
We call that. I'll figure out what to put on your character sheet. It's probably just going to be a light weapon, so 2 damage. So
I'm like, I just need something. It's,
Yeah.
We live alone. We're the 2 of us and our cat. So, you got to have a burglar bat.
Absolutely.
We watch the TikToks. We know to keep a sock on it.
Fantastic. All right, Leihoku, what are you up to?
Hoku's gonna go back to her apartment and, oh my god. I can't get these library books wet. She's gonna dump out the things in her bag that she can't take with her that she'll have to pay for if they get damaged. And I change her clothes to something water appropriate. This is so stupid. This is so uh she's gonna rifle around her apartment. Do I need anything from here? I can take my phone. Waterproof. Probably stuff, I guess granola bars. Something wrapped into her bag. I still don't know if I need to drink water while I'm transformed. I can't drink the thing I'm breathing, so.
I mean, it does. I guess it hydrates you. It's like if you have like gills or something, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna change my clothes, get myself a couple of snacks, root around in my multiple junk drawers, see if I can have like find a little pocket knife or something.
Yeah, you find like a, just your kind of like cheap gift shop like Swiss Army knife or something like or actually no, you probably would have knives for you know, cutting herbs and things like that. So
Ritual knives.
mhm.
Put that into a holder, and stop in front of the. Sorry. Stop in front of the tree, the one potted tree on a little raised platform in my apartment, and sit down, cross leg, and go, okay. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know why fate decided that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. But I guess this is my purpose now. So that's fine. And I'm just talking to the tree a little bit. I'm just going to get my anxiety out. And I'm like, okay, watch the house until I get back. And then I'm going to get going.
All right. All right. So yeah, Damian, you said you were gonna meet up with Anjum. All right.
Yep.
Oh yes, Damian. Fantastic. So Anjum is already at the is already waiting for outside Damian's apartment with a new car this time. It's like, oh come on, darling. We don't have a time. We don't have time to waste. Come on, come on, come on.
I will rush out.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So-
Arum is out there waiting with your car.
Yes. Damian, you guys have met already. Oh my God. Today has been such a day. It has been such a day.
It really has.
What about you, though?
What about me?
You're a ghost now. I mean, you. I understand if it feels like a lot of doors have closed to you, but if I do imagine that a ghost can be very beneficial, very useful in certain endeavors, you can still have a life. Not to be facetious about it, but
Sure. Yeah, it's very odd. I mean, it only happened a few hours ago, and I don't know what happened. I don't know where my body is. I don't really have any recollection of anything unusual happening. So I'm gonna have to circle back and figure that out. at some point when we're not in the middle of some weird destiny thing.
Your
But in the meantime,
body,
I'm going
though.
to try and figure out what perks I have and what all of that means.
You will have. I've always wanted to see always want to work with a ghost or see a ghost work for me. Just in the sense of the freedom of it or the accessibility of that. But that's a later case. You're still very new, and I don't want to put that much pressure on you. I'll just, once we're through this particular part of our mission, I'll give you my card. And if you are looking for a job, my organization is always willing to help out.
I'll keep that in mind. Thanks.
And if you want, this is completely up to you. I can send out a few feelers, send out my people to get a look, start looking for your body.
That would be very helpful, actually. Thank you.
Of course, of course. I mean, depending on how difficult it is, it might be best that we can work out to some kind of fair deal on that front. Once you get your body back, of course, you'll be able to figure out your new status more, and I'm sure we can we can come up with something for you to do as well.
Okay.
And I always make sure that all of my everyone in my organization is compensated fairly for their work. And well, and in your case, at least, you are in no mortal danger anymore. So
Yeah. Okay. We'll definitely chat about this more, I think. When we're not in the middle of whatever the hell this is.
you remember tell me about yourself a little bit. Your day, do you remember anything about the day?
I was getting ready for work like normal. Bud tender at a dispensary around the corner, and I heard a knock on the door. And I went to go answer it, and then I was sitting on the couch again, and I heard a knock at the door. And I went to answer it, and this time that time the door, I actually opened the door, and there was somebody there with the message, the scroll that I think we all got. And then shortly thereafter, I realized I was a ghost now.
Hmm.
But I
So
don't, but my body's not there at my apartment. I have no recollection of leaving my apartment. It's all very odd.
indeed, extremely odd. But could you tell me the name of your which apartment and building is it? I can just send. Aurum can go there if you don't want any strangers particularly, but Aurum. I think Aurum can go into your apartment and just see if they can find something.
Yeah, absolutely. Insert apartment number here. We're on what, like the 50th floor of I forget what it's called. I don't have my notes open.
The Oasis?
Yes, the Oasis.
Yeah.
So like
Armvox,
107. Mhm.
50th floor, 107. Got it. Doesn't ask for your key, starts walking up to the apartment.
Yeah, Anjum didn't even ask, didn't even mention keys. Like this is just, yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I think Damian's a little bit like, but has had all these interactions and has just kind of taking in information and is like, okay. I mean, it's fine. We
Fantastic.
were talking about tax fraud not that long ago. It's not shocking.
So later on, you can come up also as we reach like as we're just standing near the car and everything, and I said, so what do you think about this other little crew of ours?
I mean, they seem great so far. Nothing, unusual really. Is there something a vibe you're getting or something?
I'm a person of connections, not just making them, but trying to understand them, especially when it comes to anything divine, celestial, fiendish, hellish. There's Everyone thinks that the motivations of so above, so below, they're opaque in some ways, they're grandstanding, they're world encompassing in some ways, but usually when it comes down to it, they are incredibly petty. The reasons given are, once you get past the just because I said so reasons, it starts to get a little clearer. And the reasons are always something very I wouldn't say understandable, but dare I say it, rather a little human. Just very us in a way. Greed, jealousy, love, revenge, all emotions that exist above and below, which makes me extremely curious as to why a witch, Claudio of all people, me, and you, a freshly dead person, someone who probably has never really interacted a lot with anything non-human in a very long at all since probably today. What do we all have in common? What is the thread that fate has stitched us together in? What is our role?
Hey, I'm still convinced that they've made a mistake, that someone is misguided. I don't have any drive to be a hero. I just want to do my job and live my life, and I wasn't looking for a quest.
I don't think any of us were looking to be a hero. And if they were looking for heroes, they would not have come to me in the first place. But I digress on that front.
Maybe there's something within each of us. Maybe there's something that each of us, some kind of weird skill. I mean, I don't know what skill I possibly obtained that would be helpful for this, to be quite honest. So I don't. Three of us live in the same building, but I mean, just a lot of people live in the building's massive, so that's not, weird.
I'll find it out one way or the other. I always do.
Hmm.
I just thought maybe, bouncing ideas off of someone, maybe just maybe I'll figure that out one day. Very soon. I make sure to figure I will not be caught on the back foot,
Fair.
especially when it comes to divine prophecies or any kind of prophecies to be met. Very annoying.
Fair. I'm sure it has to be something. Perhaps we'll figure it out.
it definitely is. It's just, it's going to turn out to be, Frank, if you're looking for something grand or terrible, or even on some level, some kind of noble motive, you're going to be disappointed. As above, so below, nothing is noble. Nothing is ever truly a noble motive.
That is quite an interesting way to view the world.
Well, that's kind of part of. I will, you know what, let's do this. I will allow you one question about what you saw me, how about me, and about what you saw. One question, and I will answer truthfully.
In exchange for?
Call this, well, how about your friendship?
What exactly are you?
I am a hybrid of sorts. I have a demon mother and a human mother. My demonic mother is the queen of the augury and the mistress of all silver and steel. Hence,
Very interesting.
well,
Hmm.
if you do agree to join my organization, we can continue this discussion, and I'll tell you about how my parents met and how I came to be. If
Okay. If. We shall see.
Okay, now let's go get some things. Let's buy things. We got money to spend, darling.
Buying things is the easy part of this whole thing, right?
Oh, indeed it is. Come on.
All right, let's go.
All right. What is it you're looking to buy?
I think we're looking for like a magical underwater breathing thing that doesn't require having to have a whole tank.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Make it happen, GM.
Yeah. Oh goodness, there has to be like, I'm thinking. So you go into a sporting goods store, they have, normal things, basic sporting equipment, basketballs, things like that. But they also have, outdoorsy kind of things. And some are mundane, some are magically inclined. And the clerk brings you to like normal scuba gear, oxygen tanks and everything. And he's showing them to you. He's like, yeah, this is what we got. I think I have a couple more options depending on your budget, but so this is like your base equipment, and they get really expensive from here.
Show me the entire range, please. That's not the issue. Like, what would work, what is efficient and works well, please.
Small
Okay.
and lightweight and inobtrusive.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Doing some like All right, I got you. You want to travel light, and he will take you to like a back counter. There's where they keep like hunting knives and things like that, and yeah, that kind of stuff, and brings you to a counter that has what looks like a rows and rows of like gems. And there are some like aquamarine gems. He said, "All right, these you you swallow them. They'll pass in time, but if you swallow them, basically you can breathe water."
Okay. Is that ideal for beings who no longer have corporeal veins and throats and esophaguses?
I mean, no. I don't know. I'd have to ask my manager.
Damian, do you think that you can get through this without needing any kind of help?
I'm pretty certain. I don't think I require breathing.
Fantastic. Then I think we can take these. I think because the people I do need it for will do absolutely have corporeal veins and esophaguses.
All right, yeah. How many do you need?
Esophagi? Is it esophagi or esophaguses? This is me in real life thinking.
I have no idea.
Is that a Greek or Latin? It doesn't matter.
What was I gonna say? Meh.
He opens up the case and will pull out these gems and give them to you, like ring you up and give them to you. It says, "Have a nice day. Come back soon."
Have a nice day to you too, dear employee. Nice to meet you.
Have a good one.
Putters off to help someone else.
Okay, so we have
Fantastic.
equipment. We have okay, in your case, I have an extra set of clothes, so that's not going to be a problem. You unfortunately,
Don't have clothes.
yes. We are going
I
to
did-
have to find your body to fix that because quite frankly, that's no offense, darling. You are very cute, but it's very indecorous.
It's not ideal. It's very uncomfortable. I did pack a pair of pants so I can try to do the thing I did with the hoodie where I just think really hard about wearing them and maybe they'll stay on, but I don't know for certain, and I'll have to just pull that out when we really need it.
Yes, definitely. I have already sent my feelers out. I've sent the text out. We will find your body one way or the other.
Fantastic. Thank you.
I think at least we can see if we can give you a decent burial, because otherwise this is the fact that your body's just been abandoned is it's just insulting and wrong. Anyway, let's go now. Let's go. We should go meet. We need to go meet everybody. We should be on time.
All right.
Absolutely. Yep. Let's meet back up.
You meet back up. Where are y'all meeting up? At the tree itself?
We can meet at the tree. That would make
Yeah.
sense.
That's fine.
Okay. So you are in the basically what is a public courtyard, but it's part of the palace grounds here. But there are carts and kiosks and cart/kiosks and here selling various things. There are people milling about, and you see this massive tree before you. It overhangs the whole place, giving this place a lovely dappled shade in the warm afternoons. And so it's a place where a lot of people want to hang out. But there is bright yellow velvet rope around, like someone wanted caution tape around this tree, but caution tape is a little not nice enough for these palace grounds. So somebody found yellow velvet rope to put around this tree, as there is a massive cavern. There is a sign politely asking you to not cross the rope. But there is a cavern that seemingly opens up into vast nothingness below. People seem to mostly ignore it. A few kids, play around, but are absconded by parents. Not absconded, scolded by parents and told to get away from there, But mostly people kind of give this cavern a wide berth, especially after a kid disappeared for 4 days inside of it. So, but yeah, you meet up here. There is a smell of freshly cooked food just permeating the whole area.
I grab a kebab.
Absolutely. Yeah. Easy enough. Like there's just like they have, they're cooking them fresh and like people are buying them as quickly as they can make them.
Heck yes.
Claudia, could you stand in line for me, please? Thank you. I would also like one. You know the one I like. Thank you.
I grab a handful more kebab. Come over with my kebab, start passing them out. Try to pass one to Damian.
Ooh. I'm gonna try to grab it and I'm gonna try to eat it.
Focus. You got this. I believe in you.
I'm gonna think really, really hard about it.
You eat it. You take a bite into it, and you can taste how delicious it is. And it's like the food is getting eaten, but it's like it's passing into nothing. You don't feel the fullness in your stomach from eating it. But something about this form is eating the food, but it's not becoming a physical reality to you. You find you can eat, but you don't seem to get the same level of enjoyment from it, just the tastes and experiences of it.
Better than nothing, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, Claudio.
Close enough.
She plucks one of the kebabs in your hand and starts eating. Oh, Claudio, I got gems. We do have to swallow them, but they will help us breathe underwater, help us inhale water essentially, but in a good way apparently. It will take, we were warned, it will take a little time to pass, but that should be fine. If there's any help that is required, I'm sure your local 24-hour dispensary can help out on that.
Can we can we still breathe air after we have swallowed these?
We can still breathe air, right?
You can still breathe air. Yes, it allows you to be able to breathe air and water.
Okay.
It's like, shit,
Fantastic.
we did not ask.
Yeah, I swear we did not ask that shit. Oh boy.
I don't know if it just is the come on, come back. Nope, I'm gone. I don't know if it's just my DMs have traumatized me that I'm like, I can still breathe air, right? I can still breathe air, right?
I'm not evil. I try not to be evil anyway.
As Anjum is like just talking to Claudio, Anjum kind of starts to subtly kind of like usher Claudio in a little bit of a corner, and like you can, like Anjum's posture changes to something a little more business like less like little like lackadaisical, everything like it just, she's up straight and is like, Claudio, after we finish this, I have another job for you. This one is going to be a tad riskier, and I believe it would be a good idea that you recruit your little kobold friends in helping out on this one.
I am not recruiting children for shit.
I'm not. It is not. They are not going to be at risk. All the risk will be taken by you, and I will compensate you fairly for it. I will generously for it.
How about
And
we get through this one first? We got three magical MacGuffins and some magic prince who wants us dead. Let's get through this week before I start signing up for any more jobs. I think that's reasonable. I hear what you're saying. I will take it under advisement. But let's get through this week. Especially because we don't know where we're going, what we're doing, and where the hell this first thing is.
fair enough. But I have, that my plans do involve the old house in the Wizard District. I understand this grand prophecy of sorts, and I also know about how ultimately meaningless in our personal lives and our personal motivations these grand prophecies can be. We risk our lives every day. I risk my life every day. You risk your life every day just by existing. Quite frankly, if it comes down to sacrificing the work I have done for over the last 10 years as to sacrifice that work for this bullshit prophecy that just was dumped on our laps with no explanation as to why it was us, I will happily sacrifice this prophecy and let it be dealt with. Well, let it be dealt by the royal family. I frankly could not care. I could not give a damn. But that's if it comes down to it. I'll just have you know that, Claudio.
I don't necessarily disagree with you. I don't care either way, except for I care about like 20 people in this city. So I'd like them to continue living. And if that means I've got to deal with this nonsense, then so be it. Now, come on, before they start questioning. No, start like doing the exact same thing, like herding Anjum back towards the rest of the group.
All right.
While they're doing that, Hoku's texting Aunt Esme, like, I got roped into a prophecy. I'm not gonna be in my apartment for a little bit. I don't have an estimated return time, but just so you're aware, if you're looking for me, I might not be responsive for a little bit.
She will text back, okay, sweetie, have fun.
Awesome.
That's par for the course, yeah. Also gonna shoot Olohi a quick text. Out of my apartment. Text you when I get back.
To that you get, let's see, which ones? I have all the NPCs here. I'm just trying to remember. Okay. Oh, she texts back, like she like triple texts you. She's like, okay, I'll keep an eye on your stuff. Do you need me to get anything? Do you do you need anything before you go? I can get whatever you need.
I'm good. Just make sure you're staying on top of your schoolwork. Stay out of trouble, and I'll let you know when I get back. I've got everything I need, I think, for now.
He'll do like the thumbs up, like tap back, like thing.
Teenagers. Okay. And put my phone in my bag.
All right. You all stand before the tree. Most of your affairs are in order at the moment. What would you like to do?
Is it a dirt descent, or is it just meow, and you jump?
There you can see a little bit of path. It's fairly steep down, but you can walk into it.
There is a path. Okay, cool. We're not spelunking, rappelling down this hole. Great, awesome. I guess I will go first.
All right. The only way to go is to go under or over the yellow velvet rope,
Yep.
And as you get under the rope, you hear a voice in the crowd saying, "No, don't do that." And you see running as fast as his little legs can take him, it's this halfling man. He's kind of rotund in the center. He was wearing a tan t-shirt that has some sort of faded graphic on it, cargo shorts, flip-flops. His hair is completely just every direction, graying and brown. It looks like he hasn't shaved since the day before yesterday. And he says, "No, it's too dangerous. Do not do that." And that's where we're going to go ahead and go into our break. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in 10 to 15 minutes. We hope to see you soon. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So before the break, a halfling man in a t-shirt, cargo shorts, and flip-flops is running after you, telling you not to go down there, that it's too dangerous. And he catches up to you and he kind of doubles over, breathing heavy. He says, don't do that.
We're on business from the court, sir. You don't have to worry. We are well aware of any risks and have signed the appropriate paperwork that states we are incorporeal selves will not sue you or the court in case of any mishaps.
That is a lie, because you would have had to sign that paperwork with me. And he shows you a little seal, and it says Royal Expeditioner on it. He says, "It is my duty to explore these caverns." Oh, boy.
Who's got the scroll? Anjum looks
We all
back.
have one.
And we all, okay. I just take out, I think I forgot mine at home, but
I'll just pull mine out.
Oh, well, it is still too dangerous, even for you. The caverns, they loop back into themselves, a recursive pattern I have not yet sussed out. It's too there are things in there that the mind cannot imagine.
Hey buddy, do you want to hit? And I'll pass him my vape. You need to take it down.
He'll take it and take the biggest hit off of it.
Sweet. Take it down just a few notches, dude.
He exhales this massive smoke ring.
Impressive.
He says, "Yes, I can make all sorts of shapes. Anyway, No, you do not understand what you are getting yourself into.
You're probably right.
What does this have to do with the prophecy? This opened up a while ago. Why are they interested in it now?
I don't know that we're at liberty to share that information.
This is my domain.
Buddy, chill out. Like, do you want to go with us? Lead the way.
His eyes focus to the middle distance. He says, I have been in there many times. Yes, I can show you. Yes, if you go with me, that will work. I think that will meet the requirements. I can keep you safe.
Okay. Lead the way.
My name is C. Moore.
I'm Damian.
Pleased to meet you.
Newly a ghost.
A ghost? And he like takes his hand back. He says, You're not going to haunt me, are you?
No. I don't think I'm gonna haunt anyone. I can haunt people?
Being a ghost is not contagious.
Mr. Seymour,
True.
if you
Mr.
may-
Moore. My C is my C is an initial for my first name. Mr. Moore.
Mr. Moore, shall we proceed? Time's a ticking.
He'll kick off his flip flops and he says, "All right, let's do this then."
Anjum rolls her eyes and kind of just shares a look with Claudio. Like, oh.
I thought you were just trying to explore it on your own. I didn't know it was official business.
Indeed.
No worries.
As you walk into this cavern, he will ask you, "So, what brings you into my caverns today?"
Oh, right.
The prophecy.
We're looking for a seed?
A seed. Interesting. I don't know if I've seen a seed. Oh, wait. There are plants in one of the caverns, but getting there is very difficult.
Yep, that's probably where we need to go.
Goku perks up at the mention of plants.
Not many
Yeah.
of the caverns have plants. But also the caverns do not remain in the same order for long.
Well, let's get to it then. Let's go.
He has a little backpack and he pulls out like a headlamp and turns it on and so that he could see ahead of him, and he along with like a little notebook, and he flips through the pages, and you kind of can see the notebook over his shoulder, and you see that like each page is just like the tiniest little handwriting, like he is making the most of the space in the thing as possible, and every page is filled up. It's almost more ink than paper at this point.
You need a new notebook, man.
This one's fine.
Are you sure? It looks solid black.
This is my third one. They all you see, if you can track their movements, but I haven't quite sussed out the patterns yet. It's like an orrery, but erratic and fascinating. No,
Can I see it?
You ask to see it. He shuts it up. He says, "No, It is mine. I will publish my findings and I'll be compensated properly. I'm
can't
helping you.
publish unfinished findings. I don't want any of the. Can I just see it?
Let's go ahead and make this a check. We'll have a roll this session finally.
Woo, first roll after break.
Absolutely. So I say this is probably just an intellect roll. If you have a skill for like, charming people or making them comfortable with you, like that.
I actually have an inability on positive social interaction.
All right.
If Claudio wants to ask for help, Anjum can take over from here because I specifically have abilities in charming and getting people to do what I want.
Whenever would Claudio ask for help?
Yeah,
exactly. Which is why Anjum is once Claudio is done doing whatever, Anjum will take over.
So this is only going to be a difficult roll. So the target is 12, but you have an inability, which makes it challenging. So your target is 15.
Fabulous. This is, of course, going to go amazingly. Holy shit, it's a 19.
Oh, a 19. You get excellent. You get a minor effect on top of that. Okay. He says, fine. You don't look like the scientific type anyway. And he'll pull out the 3 notebooks.
Dope. Now for the thing I'm actually good at. Can I go through and I have finding, noticing small details, and I have identifying objects or calling minor bits of trivia to my mind. Plus, I work underground. So
excellent. Yeah. Yeah, I think that that would, you have enough to ease it by 2. So just go ahead and let's get a intellect roll and we'll see how much information you can gather.
Did it roll? I don't know if it rolled.
I heard a thing.
It sounded like it rolled, but it's showing 19 again, and that doesn't seem right.
The first time it showed 7 when I'm looking at
it. Okay, then 7, sadly.
And then you got the 19.
I don't know how it rolled twice. I only heard it once. Weird.
Okay. Looks like you got a 19 again, though. So, okay. Well, that's very good. So in 19, that would be the difficulty 6, and in this case, it would be the difficulty 8, which is a heroic roll. So these are the ravings of a person who has completely lost their mind. There are listings of like fantastical creatures, rooms where gravity doesn't work properly. Is there something you're looking for? What you're looking for, right? You're looking for the tree.
Yeah. What is the most direct path of least resistance?
Yeah. You were looking for like anything about in this like tiny handwriting with like weird diagrams and symbols, but ultimately you suss out his kind of shorthand, and he was right. There is a room that has plants, and there's he calls it the frog room, and he says the is really mean, and that's the only note. But he does note that there are plants in a humid tropical-like environment.
Nice. Okay.
Yes, frog singular.
And do I get any sense of a path? Like he's talking that the tunnels Hogwarts around. So like, is there?
Yes. He has only managed to find it on Tuesdays. And it happens to be a Tuesday, so he think that, which is why you think he has agreed to take you, because he thinks he can get you there now. Otherwise he probably would have told you have to wait, but he's on the path now. But you don't get a sense that he knows which rooms he has to go in. It seems that most of his methods up until this point is just walking through all the rooms of this cavern, just cataloging what he sees. Very little pattern has emerged. Some of them he has like crossed out as just being coincidence. You see that the scientific method has been very loose in this process.
Great. Awesome. Frog room, huh?
You want to go to the frog room?
That's from what it looks
yes,
like here. Yeah.
That's the one with the plants.
Yep.
Oh no, I don't like the frog.
We could go on our own.
No, you'll get lost.
Why don't you like the frog? Frogs are
I
awesome.
guarantee you we will not.
Frogs usually are awesome. This is true. This is very true. This frog, very much not awesome. I kind of lost his voice.
Mr. Moore, I completely understand. There's always a bad apple in the bunch. How about this? How about we give that frog a talking to while you don't re-traumatize yourself? And I'm going to use my ability of fast talk, which is -1 which is -1, which is 1 intellect point.
Okay. Oh yeah, if you're spending. So what does that ability do?
It is when speaking with an intelligent creature who can understand you and isn't hostile, you convince that creature to take one reasonable action in the next round. A reasonable action must be agreed upon by the GM. It should not put the creature or its allies in obvious danger or be wildly out of character.
Okay. So your goal is to convince him to just let you all go on your own?
Yeah. I'm going to push Mr. Moore, Mr. Moore, we have our path set out for us, and we should why don't you go back up and let us handle it? Let us give the frog a talking to, and you go and be safe and enjoy the sunny day outside.
Well, you do seem like a capable lot. Maybe that's not such a bad idea. I really don't like that frog.
We will deal with him on your behalf. Thank you so much for guiding us so far.
Well, please be sure to, and I'll be sure to inform the good lady who has sent you that if you die, it was not my fault.
Of course. Like I said, we may have not signed the apropos paperwork, but we understand the risks.
He says, well, all right. I will, I guess he'll hand you his card, which has like his office in the palace, clearly marked on there. He says, if you need any help exploring these caverns, please reach out to me. He'll like flip the card over and like write his phone number on it. Weirdly, the phones work down here. Don't know why.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Goodbye.
And he'll start kind of like half waddling his way out of this back out of the cavern.
Is he gone?
He is gone.
Great. It's left. Come on.
Yeah.
Yes, you have managed to suss out. It seems that his experience, the impression you got is that his experience of this place was a little bit weird and mind bending, but you see the pattern as a person who is like looking over this work. So, yeah, you managed to, you take a left and it does curve through a room that is just, it's like the inside of a geode, but you know that like further on, will be the room you're looking for. And it's like the paths go through here and it's like they all open up into chambers. So you keep going past and the chamber opens up, and instead of just smelling the earth and underground, you smell trees. You hear a running river. Through this room there are butterflies and insects. There are little lizards that crawl along the ground. There are plants everywhere off the path. But you see in the center of this room is one massive tree. It looks like a banyan tree. It has these big roots that like kind of spread all through the place, just covering every surface it can. You can kind of see that in the distance. You can't see its base from where you are. You'll have to venture further in to do so.
I will keep moving forward. This time I will have hand on hammer moving forward.
All right. You continue to move your way towards that tree, and you finally see the base of the tree. And there is a frog, probably 10 feet high. He is wearing a vest with a little like little cowboy hat on top of his head. Big green frog on all fours, lifts up its hand, has a little bubble wand, and is blowing bubbles.
Sup, dude?
Who are you?
Hi, my name's Damian. What can
What
I
are
call
you-
you?
He looks at you like it's a little disconcerting because like you only one of the eyes is like pointed towards you. And it says, I'm Kevin.
Nice to meet
That's
you.
Damian.
I know he said that. What do you want?
Oh, are you the sheriff of these parts and this tree?
No.
What? Okay. So I'm going to go and just check out the tree. We are here on important business.
Why do you want to see the tree?
Important business.
But it's not your tree.
I'm not planning on taking the tree. I just want to see the tree, and I have something to borrow.
Who does the tree belong to?
I don't know. Not you.
Oh.
Maybe it's my tree. You didn't ask.
Oh, is
Did
it your
ask.
tree?
Maybe.
We just want to look at it.
No, you're going to take stuff from it, aren't you?
Is it your tree?
Yeah, it is my tree. What you gonna do about it?
You know,
Not
I
believe
see.
you for starters.
How do
Now I
you
see
own a
why.
tree?
You with beef. This frog.
A very unusual place for a frog to just, you know,
Well, it's
to
a
be
very
near a
unusual
tree.
place for your face.
Man,
That
kind of
was
snarky, dude.
that was disappointingly snarky. Like, I'm sure you can do better.
Blows a giant bubble.
Why are you so grumpy?
Oh, now I'm grumpy? You want to take stuff from my tree and now you're calling me grumpy?
But how do you own a tree? It's a tree.
They're arguing with frog down the tree.
Can you repeat that, please?
Sorry, fun
It's okay.
things. Well, they're arguing with Ken. I'm gonna like kick a circle around if there's a path.
Oh, you're gonna try and circle around and see if there's a path?
Like the
You're cutting out a whole lot. I'm not sure what's going on.
oh
What?
second. Okay. Is that
Yes.
better? Okay.
I think so.
I think the USB came loose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I understand now. Well, I see more this frog is mean, and I'm just gonna like start looking around.
Okay. Um as you start like looking around, you kind of are like looking away from him. He like kind of looks at you and says, "What are you trying to do?" and blows a bubble. I need you to make a speed defense roll.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
If you are skilled in speed defense, you get to roll that skill, but otherwise it's just a speed roll. The difficulty is 4, so your target number is 12.
Okay. I don't think I have speed defense. I'm just gonna roll. Oh. 20.
Oh, a natural 20? Okay.
Get fucked, frog.
Let me see. Let me just double check something. EXP. Okay. So, not only are you able to avoid this bubble, you're able to do something about he tried to so like he blew this bubble and it encapsulates you. You can avoid the attack. How do you avoid this attack? You also get like a major effect on top of it.
I'm gonna take out the ceremonial knife that I brought with me and pop it before it touches me.
And it's close enough to this frog's face that the bubble like blows back at his face and gets in both the eyes. He's like, "Oh, what'd you do? You're so mean, God."
Uh, uh, I don't understand why you are like this. Are you perhaps an only child? Do you need to go outside? Do you need a nap?
Just wait till I tell my dad about this.
Oh no.
And this frog just like takes his little bubble wand and like is like licking his eyes to try and clear out the soap, and it's like, "Oh no." It's just like, and then will like hop off. Like the ground rumbles as like this frog hops away from you. They're so mean.
I say we got a minute and a half before whatever this thing calls his dad is back.
All right.
Search.
Everybody search.
Put some fucking botany skills to use.
All right, yeah, go ahead and um I'll say that this is an intellect roll, perception. Any skills you want to add, you can also add them.
I'm trained in botany.
I'm also trained in botany.
I'm
All
trained
right.
in finding.
I have investigate.
Investigate will work.
Okay.
Is everyone just trained in botany, like except for Anjum?
No, I'm trained in finding.
Oh, finding things. That's great.
Yeah, I just have the trained in botany. I don't know if it's relevant, but I figured I'd throw that out there
That
just in case. And I rolled an at 20.
a nat 20.
Whoa.
Okay. So you know that you would probably have to search up in this tree somewhere high to find a seed if you were looking for one. And likely it would be in a fruit of some kind.
Okay.
But it's massive. Easily goes up 50 feet.
Okay. I have something called far step. I can leap through the air and land some distance away. You can jump up, down, or across to anywhere you choose within long range. If you have a clear and unobstructed path to that location, you land safely.
Okay.
It's 2 intellect points, and it's an action.
Yeah, then absolutely you can jump up this tree.
I have a 1 edge in intellect, so does that mean that I only pull 1 out of the...
Correct.
Okay. Sweet.
In fact, if you click the thing to spend it in the VTT, it'll automatically do that for you.
Cool.
Yeah. What's it look like when you far step?
I think I close my eyes and I think really hard, so I look slightly constipated. But and I try to get in touch with my ghostliness and hope that I can fling myself into the air in hopes that I'm like, I might not be able to fly, but I should be able to like float or something, right? That's my theory anyway. So I'm gonna try really hard.
Yeah. You try really hard and you jump and you don't have mass anymore. So yeah, you just keep like floating upwards.
Guys, I can float. Writing it down on my death perks.
Nice.
I'm glad Seymour isn't
Interesting.
here. He would definitely think you were going to haunt him.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so I'm hoping I can get up there and find a fruit.
Yeah, you get up in there, and you land at the top of this tree, and the branches all like radiate out. It's like you're in, as you get up on top of this tree, it's like there is a pool of water up here. There are all sorts of little fish up in this tree. And there's a few branches that hang over this like center pool in this tree, and you see in there as one massive purple fruit. It has kind of striations on it. It just hangs in front of you. It's like the size of a watermelon.
Nice. I'll grab it and float back down.
You grab this fruit, and a little face on it appears, and it starts crying like a baby.
I've never had a fruit cry at me.
It's just loudly like crying. I'm not gonna cry like a baby.
Yeah,
but,
please don't. Guys, it's crying. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna try to take it down to to the rest of the party and see if anyone knows what to do with this.
What do you mean it's crying?
Didn't think we were gonna get a sentient fruit.
Oh
It-
God.
Lord.
Hmm.
A crying. Excuse me.
I'll try to treat it like a baby. Like,
okay.
I'm going to try and poke at the fruit.
You poke at the fruit, it screams louder.
Anjum, have you never interacted with a baby before?
No, I was a single child. And she keeps
Okay. I'm gonna gingerly like take the fruit from Damian.
yes,
Poke it. Try and like rock it.
Yeah.
Weird.
You start to rock this fruit, and it starts to calm down and goes, just kind of like the face like gets a little content and kind of falls asleep in your arms.
Oh.
This thing doesn't happen to have teeth, does it?
No,
Oh.
it's it doesn't really have teeth or anything. It just seems to be like the outer flesh of this fruit is kind of face shaped. You're not even entirely sure how it's making a screaming sound. That seems a little immaterial at the moment, though.
Damn. I was hoping this was going to be easy and we could just steal its tooth and that would be a seed and we could keep it moving and not commit atrocities.
Yeah, I was like, how are we supposed to? I don't know about this, guys.
There's okay, what did you see up there? Was there anything nearby? Was flower like
What did I see?
looking
Disaster
for
tour guide?
frog and dad frog?
Haven't seen Frog and Dad Frog yet.
Okay, good.
But yeah, all you saw was that like at the like crotch of this tree is like a pool, and there's like fish and birds up there.
There's like a whole little ecosystem going on up there.
Huh.
It's like a little pond and little stuff there. I don't. Have we ever, in our botany experience, ever run into anything like this before?
Crying watermelon.
Is it unusual to have? Because do we have sentient fruit in this world?
Not sentient fruit. There are definitely like carnivorous plants that like they border on like hunting and sentience and stuff like that, but nothing that would talk to you unless like you have an ability that like gives you a magical connection. Nothing that usually plants don't have faces.
I'm around a lot of plants. Never in my life has one done this.
Could I
before.
try and identify it?
Absolutely.
My God. Okay. I got 12.
A 12. Okay. All right. You don't know what it is. Things and like you are trained in botany. Most of the plants down here you have not been able to identify. You think it looks like something else, and then you look closer and it's different, strange. Whatever this place is, it doesn't seem it seems wilder, it seems stranger than your world. So you'd probably have to look a little bit. You have to do more research to figure this out.
Hold up the watermelon. I don't know what this is.
There's no fruit on the ground. Like it doesn't look like this thing has gone to seed or anything like that. It's firmly in the all the fruit are growing stage.
Yeah. The thing, yeah, you look around and you're able to notice small things. No other branches seem to be bearing fruit. The only branch that was bearing fruit was the one here right in the center.
okay. Leihoku, if okay, prophecy is starting to get irritating, is opaque right now. So we're supposed to get the seed.
Yes.
But what do we do with getting the seed? I don't think we're meant to, she mimes like eat it because she doesn't want the child to see. She doesn't want to say the word. It's like, or repot it in soil and see what happens. Um I can, I mean, I believe I can entrust you with figuring this out.
I have never seen this plant before in my life. Everything in this room is tricking me. So I don't know what to do with this screaming watermelon.
As you lift it up, but like that, it kind of giggles at you.
Aw. Don't get attached to the screaming watermelon. We don't know if it's going to be a sacrifice for something. You go back to cradling it so that I don't have to like look at it. I so we couldn't like reach into its mouth or anything.
No, you don't get a good sense that that would be comfortable for it. No.
It's not comfortable for me either.
It was fruit attached to the tree, right? Not just chilling like in a
Right.
nest or something. Okay. Can I go look over at Damien? You can't like jump with people with your fancy floating stuff, right?
I don't know.
Well,
It's one way to find out.
I'll see if I can also float.
Yeah. I will say that's probably going to be an additional might roll. It's not going to be difficult though. Probably just a standard difficulty. So
So do I still use the
yes.
first step thing? Okay.
Yeah.
And then I roll.
Yep.
Just
Do
a
I
flat
roll
d20?
also or just hang
Flat
on?
flat d20. Yeah.
Just me or both of us?
Just you.
Okay. It's a 17.
That's plenty.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you can easily with that might
Going
roll,
up.
you can take Claudio up with you.
This is incredibly uncomfortable. Thank you.
Of course.
And yeah, you get to see the pool in the center of this massive tree.
All right, where did you grab the fruit from? Just point to
Yep,
point
right
it
over
out.
here. Right there.
And is it dangling over the pool or is it like right next to it? Are there any vines coming up out of the water? Like, how was this thing? Is it eating the fish and we got to feed this thing fish until it grows and then, I don't know, we commit atrocities once it's an adult watermelon? Like,
Yeah. So yeah, the main large branches kind of branch out from here. This is the like the crotch where they all meet.
mhm.
But there are like secondary and tertiary branches that are hanging over like a canopy here. And the branch that Damian points to was just kind of centered over the pool. It was just kind of dangling there in front of you.
I feel like it's got something to do with this pool.
Hmm.
And I just yell down, does anybody else think it's got something to do with this pool?
I can't see what you're talking about. So I guess How do we get up there?
I will I imagine we've got some sort of water bottle or something. I'll fill up a water bottle real quick and like aim and try and like hit a soft spot on the ground so it doesn't explode.
Wait, you're just trying to pour the water onto the ground?
No, I'm
Wait,
throwing the whole water bottle down.
Oh, okay.
Like filling the water with water
Yeah,
from
fill it
this,
fill
and
it
then
fill the
Got
water
it.
with the water from the pond and then tossing it down and be like, here, feed the watermelon child some water and see if anything weird happens.
Yeah, you have an Nalgene. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I'm gonna try and feed the watermelon some pond water.
You pour the water over the watermelon. It's now wet.
Dang. All right. Next experiment.
Can you just bring us
Or-
up there?
Do I see
Yeah.
Frog Dad anywhere?
You still don't see Frog Dad. You're unsure of this frog's relationship with its father.
Good.
Frog Dad's tired of Frog Son's shit.
He might be.
mechanical question: how do we regain intellect points?
You have to do your healing.
Okay, that's fine.
So yeah, if you still have like an action healing, you can do that right now, and it's 1d6 plus your tier.
An action healing?
Yes, so you have several
look.
heals.
Well, I
you
don't
can
need
do.
to heal right this moment.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
not what I'm.
All right.
I just needed to know because I don't want to keep using them
Mhm.
if it's really hard to get them back because it costs me every time I use it. So, but I think that's fine. I can't, and I don't know if you would. Do I need? Is that something I need to roll for each one?
No, I'll say because you've already done it twice and you had that really good might roll. I'll say you can bring up your other friends and without a problem.
Okay, and I just mark it the same way.
Yeah, you don't even have to spend it. I'll let
Oh,
you do
okay.
it. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Damian will float down and grab you and bring you back up, bring you all up here.
If the watermelon can't drink water, do you think it can drown?
The physiology of watermelons is sadly beyond me.
You feel the
Same.
density of this fruit and you're like it would probably float on water.
What does the water pool look like?
It is almost crystal clear. Um there are there's like algae growing in the bottom of the pool. But mostly the water is very clear. You can see all the little fish in it. It's probably no more than a foot deep at its deepest.
Oh.
And only goes the pool itself probably at its like widest point in this tree is probably only like 6 to 8 feet wide.
Are there any loose branches around?
Yeah, you can find a loose branch.
Right. I want to see if it's actually as shallow as it looks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you poke it in there and you all the fish scatter away to the edges where there are like where the leaf litter has built up along the sides and to kind of hide because they think a predator has attacked the water as you disturb it. But it says it's only about a foot deep.
What the hell is wrong with this tree? I don't want to hold it in the water because that feels like a crime. But it won't drink. So
just I don't know. I feel like we're missing something. I mean, we got to be missing something, right?
Probably, but what exactly?
Go ahead and give me perception checks. If you do not have perception, or this will just be an intellect roll.
You know, I'm going to use the physical dice for this one.
Oof, that was a flat roll for me. It's a 3.
Okay.
5.
A 5.
Doing
Okay.
good. Get taken out by the watermelon, baby.
I got an 18.
Hey, somebody's got a brain.
Okay. I mean, this wasn't a difficult roll, so you all succeeded. You all did okay. Well, no, actually, Claudio, you would not with it too, because you didn't even meet simple.
Claudio's sitting there like, look, if one of us happens to trip and the baby falls off the tree,
you're very concerned about the water.
there's got to be something I'm missing.
There is a toucan in this tree, or what's probably a toucan. It is a weird green color, and its beak is iridescent, and it says, "You got to raise that baby."
Excuse me.
Did that
Yeah.
bird just talk?
I mean, the frog talked, so that, it's my cat talks. Your beak is really cool.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, sorry. I need to learn how to take compliments. Thank you.
Welcome. Good job. Love to see it. Hi, I'm Damian. What do you mean, we have to raise this baby now?
Yeah, this tree only makes a fruit like every so often. And it puts all of its magic into that fruit. What it'll become really depends on whatever picks it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I think I made a grave error. Grave.
I don't really know how it fully works, but my grandfather lived in this tree a long time ago, and so did his grandfather. They've seen a few seeds. The thing that blows bubbles down there was once a seed.
The grumpy ass frog?
Yeah.
Was a seed?
Yeah.
So wait, like this whole watermelon is a seed?
Yeah. Well, it's a fruit technically, but I don't the botanical definitions and colloquial definitions are a little different.
Is
Sure.
there a possibility for a joint custody arrangement between Damian and Leihoku?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Why just us?
Do you want me around the child? I mean, I don't necessarily know how much what we discussed might affect the child. I think we should give it to the two, quite frankly, the nicest people in this group.
She did poke it in the face when you brought it down, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I've never babysitted anyone. I've never babysat for anyone. I don't babysit.
I appreciate
long
that you know
does
your
it usually
strengths.
take to raise, like, it's not a full 18 years, 20 years, 46 and a half years
Oh,
thing,
good
is it?
question.
I don't know. They become different things. Each one's different.
Ah, fish. Which one of us ages the fastest?
Well, it also it's I think you're misunderstanding.
Okay. That's possible.
It's a big ball of magical potential. This tree eats up all the magic in here. You notice there's not a whole lot of sunlight here, i.e., any. Everything's magic here, but this tree is kind of the center point of a lot of magic.
Are you all right? Most birds don't do great when they can't see the sky. We can give you a ride out if you wanted.
I know my way out.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I know it gives a lot of birds the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, I grocery shop on Thursdays.
Makes sense. Okay, good. All right.
you a seed?
Oh no, I'm a bird.
Well, I thought that was a frog.
Have you ever seen a frog that big?
Not till today.
Yeah, that's what magic will do to you. Be careful.
So
I
this
looked
thing-
through my semi-translucent body. Yeah.
So this
All
is
right.
just gonna change over time?
Yeah, you just got to raise it right. Like any magic spell, you have to craft it right. You have to know what you're doing. That is
Oh
so
no.
you just gotta. Who knows what'll happen to it. Every little one of them's different. Every one of them's special. Most of them don't come back. Here, at least that frog did, though.
All right.
God knows who raised that frog. Ordinary bastard.
Probably another frog.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Let's not instill this child with all of ours. Well, not you, Anjum. For the three of us, our immediate assumption that we are not supposed to be here and there's somebody better for the job. Let's not instill this watermelon child seed magical being with that. Let's
Fake it
try
till
and
we
avoid
make
that
it.
one. Yeah, oh boy. A lot of faking. Okay.
Hoku's gonna look at the watermelon. You are supposed to be here.
You are
You are
capable of
very-
great things.
You're very important
It giggles
to
at
the
you.
world. Oh,
You are the subject of a great and divine prophecy, and you will have everything you want. Just ask Auntie Anjum. I can't believe I've become an auntie. God, none of you ever. She kind of looks up. She kind of looks down. Don't you get any ideas? This is not happening. This is the closest I will ever come. Do not get any ideas.
All right. I guess if we gotta raise this thing, it makes no sense for us to stay down. Is he gonna I've decided it's a he. Is the watermelon baby gonna self-destruct if we take it out of the sun or anything, given its nature?
No,
All right. I
I
didn't
don't
think
think
so.
it should. I haven't
Well-
seen one explode before. So
Great. Thank you. You've been a delight. Can we go, gang?
Yeah, I think so. I don't really
Fab.
want to deal with that frog
oh God!
situation.
We gotta keep the watermelon away from Seymour.
Oh,
Oh God, yes.
shit.
I will look. He's most likely gone up. I will go distract him, talk his ear off. You
Run.
you make a beeline. Yeah, run. Make a beeline.
Somebody.
Don't
Oh.
run. Just walk. Walk with purpose. If you run, then you may drop the child.
Yep. Okay. So let's start moving, and I guess we climb down the tree, thank the toucan, and start heading back towards the entrance.
Okay. Yeah, the toucan says, well, y'all have fun, and like kind of flies away.
Thanks, bro.
Anytime.
All right. I assume we have at least one or two backpacks, right?
Yeah.
We've brought stuff. Is it a watermelon-sized backpack by any chance?
It is big enough for a watermelon, yes.
So, Bebo, I'm very sorry, but you have to go in the watermelon for a second. No, in the backpack for a second.
Bebo?
I don't know, it's the first thing to pop in my head. We can change it later.
Okay.
Bebo.
That
Oh,
can
no,
be
we
a
can't.
middle name. That can be one of his middle names or their middle names.
All right, in the backpack you go.
And then begins to like whimper and cry.
It's
No,
okay.
just look. You put it on the front, and then
Close.
see, just yeah, you're cool. Just shh, shh.
Little baby
all
Bjorn for
right.
the watermelon.
Yeah. Okay, it's gonna be really bright, and from experience, after being in the underground for a while, that shit burns. Trust me, we're gonna close the zipper. I don't know how much you understand, but I'm gonna just keep talking to you like it makes sense, okay?
All right. Yep. Yeah, the baby seems the baby. I'm starting to call it baby now. The seed.
Yeah, the baby. Yeah.
The seed seems content in its little pouch. And you make your way out of the cavern with the expert help of Claudio, who somehow made sense of this weird guy's notes. But you make your way up. Seymour is there at the entrance to it, like kind of yelling at kids like to back away.
Can Claudio be wearing both backpacks and kind of have Leihoku or well, no, Anjum's gonna go and distract. Like Leihoku got hurt and kind of like, okay, I gotta, I'm carrying everything. Let me get them out of it. Let me get her out of here. Like, Anjum, go talk. We're gonna like an obvious reason for why we're not standing around to chat. Play up the frog being a dick.
All right. You go up to talk to Seymour, and as you do, as a boom from the sky just echoes through the whole city. You look upwards and you hear a crystal clear voice, but come as if coming from a loudspeaker from the sky. It says, "The first angel has arrived. Please prepare yourselves." And some sort of metal craft comes through the clouds and begins to open up. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Cool, tight, dope, great.
Fantastic.
Don't
This was
be
a lot of fun.
suspicious. Don't be
Yes.
suspicious.
This is all fine. We are all ordinary citizens. We have nothing to do with anything.
We have not smuggled the highly magical seed baby from their underground lair. Why would you think that?
Why would we do that? We don't even know what you're talking about. Are there tunnels? Is there existence?
To be fair, Seymour's not going to believe we made it anywhere. We've been gone for 45 minutes. He's been
Truly.
studying this for weeks. He's going to be like, you guys went to caves. Okay.
2 caves, not 35. So yeah, this was a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and do our outros. Balasha.
Hi, I have been Anjum Argent Khan, your smooth talking, fast talking, definitely not up to all kinds of shady ass shenanigans, half team and hybrid. You can find me, not a half team and hybrid the last time I checked, on Twitter at Dr_Vibon, and mostly also now on Blue Sky at Ombre Lesbian Night. I have, I think next week or this week on Sunday, I will be playing Call of Cthulhu with Pantsless Tables around 8:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. Please do join. I am definitely playing a fairly similar character than what I'm playing here now for fun reasons, for funsies. Also, I have contributed to 2 TTRPG books by Daylight Publications. One of them is called Fort Star, where I have created a bunch of fun classes and a really fun species that communicates through music and found the secret of the universe and faster than light time travel through music theory. So, if you all want to go check out, please do go check that out on Drive Through RPG. My portfolio is linked on both Twitter and on Blue Sky, so please go check out my other writing there as well. This was fun.
Excellent. Nico.
Hi, I'm Nico. I've been Leihoku Ahuna, the unwitting watermelon mother. You can find me most places as InkyToeBeans, most recently now, also on Blue Sky. That's about it. I might craft us a fake watermelon baby in my spare time, but otherwise, that's it.
Fantastic. Liz.
Hey, I'm Liz. I have been your perpetually hyperventilating dwarf, Claudio Juarez. You can find me pretty much wherever you want to try and find me as Fuzzy Slippers 05. That's on the place that used to be Twitter, Blue Sky, Threads, straight up wherever you want to feel like finding me. I'm not doing a ton right now, but I'm hoping to get into more shenanigans soon.
Excellent. Jaden.
Hello, friends. I am Soliloquy Jaden. You can find me everywhere online as FatSapphicBro. I mostly hang out on TikTok, make a variety of content. Feel free to follow me if you want to. As for streaming, I'm here on Twitch most Sundays, 7:30 to 9:30 p.m., most Mondays, 6 to 9 p.m., most Tuesdays, 6 to 9 p.m., all Pacific time, not the last 7 days of each month. All the details are in the announcements. Thanks for hanging out with me as I become the parent of a watermelon baby. My life is not going at all to plan, but we're here.
All I can think about is watermelon Steven.
Daddy.
Yeah. I'm just gonna come home to the roommate with. Guess who's a watermelon daddy?
And I am archangelic. You can find me here at all the time Soliloquy said in the announcements. And you can find many links for me on my website, archangelic.space. You can also find me on Blue Sky as archangelic.space, which I've been too lazy to add that link to my portfolio website. So I am also doing professional GMing on startplaying.games. If you're interested in having me GM a game, book me, startplaying.games/GM/archangelic. If you've missed any of our games, you can check them out on YouTube. I am behind on uploading things. I've had school and stuff, but we're about to go on a rest week. I'll get everything uploaded and sorted and everything we're supposed to do. But the link to our YouTube is in the link tree, and it's also in the channel description. We will have a podcast version of this game once I get on there, and you'll be able to search that up under It Waits for No One, a modern fantasy tale, wherever you can find podcasts. We are going to be going into our Patreon supported after show shortly. You can find those at patreon.com/lanternlightadventures. The after show will always be free, but we appreciate your support nonetheless. Thank you to you, wonderful players, for being here. Thank you to our wonderful audience for joining us. And lastly, thank you to our producer, Polygeist, for helping us stream this show. We all appreciate you, and we wouldn't be able to do it without you. And as always, folks, we love you, and we hope to see you next time. Good night, everybody.